Welcome everyone to the first Heroes Charge Guild Help Edition. I'm War Doctor of the Time Lords Heroes Charge Guild. And in this series, we're just going to try to tackle some simple things, some overviews of the game, and some requests that the guild members have brought up to me. And I've been saying I was going to do this for a while, and maybe it'll help a lot more people, especially the new guys coming into the game. Game's changed a lot in the last 3 years. So maybe my input, I know I don't do everything the right way, and there's plenty of different ways of playing this game, but maybe my input could help you out a little bit. So this will be 1A. This is going to be the Crusade. I'm going to go through my Crusade for tonight. Before I get into it, let me give you a couple pointers. First of all, when we get in there, you have the 1 times, the 2 times, and the 4 time mode. I don't personally recommend you play in 2 or 4 times. I have to look it up, and I'm going to do a whole nother video on that. But there's something about when, and I'm going to get a little technical, but I'm going to try to keep it simple. The frames per minute, which, you know, are kind of like snapshots in a video game. When you jack them up past what the normal frames per second is supposed to be, the game behaves somewhat differently. So maybe on 2 and 4, the game might be behaving a little bit differently for you than you would be if you play on now. I know it's slow and you like the 4 speed. I use the 4 speed in certain areas of the game too, but it might just be a better benefit for you to do it on 1 and take your time. But for the time being, until I get concrete evidence about it, I mean, you're more than welcome to use your preference. So this method that I'm going to show you about doing the Crusade is, I've been doing this for about 18 months now, and I showed Companion, and Companion has had a lot of success with it too. And basically, you go into the Crusade, you know, and then you restart your Crusade for the day. I do it on hard. And right in front of you, you have these boards, you know, the boards. You know, you got 115, 215. Now, keep in mind, the first 4 boards, well, let's keep in mind this, is that as you progress up, the boards obviously get harder. Don't go by the levels. You can meet a level 92 at 10-15, and he's going to fight you like a level 102 if you're a level 103 like I am. So don't even pay attention to levels. Say, oh, I got beat by a level 93. I got beat by a level 89 on this when I was level 101. So that don't matter. It's where the computer stacks you up against the heroes they're using. So with that said, these first 4 boards are pretty much easy. If you have your team decently build up, you should be able to work these boards over with using minimal user skills. You want to use these first 4 boards at least, as I'm pointing with the mouse, the first 4 boards at least to build up some user skill guys. I'm going to show you what that means in a minute. Briefly explaining it is that you want to have a cache or a stockpile of user skill guys that you can send into the battle if you lose guys, that they can come in and give a direct punch to a team that's giving you problems. So the more you can stockpile, the more better. I never counted it, but I probably stockpile at least 30 heroes by the time I do, all the way up to about 7 or 8 to 15, maybe 9 to 15. I'm going to show you how to do that. Chaps is a very important Chaps is a very important part of this. Chaplain and Ninja or somebody you can do a back damage dealing quick, so you can take out the back end of your opponent's line, so that your middle guys that you're working on are trying to keep up the user skill, which is the first skill of the yellow bar. You want to keep that up and not use it during the battle. The only ones you want to use is Chaplain to heal if you need to, and you want to use Ninja. And if you use Ninja, I personally use Ninja. If you use somebody, remember, they got to do back dealing damage to the back guys so they don't linger. And then you can work on the tanks up front. All right, let me get into it and show you how I do this. Look at this, guys, already. And we'll see how many of the Time Lord guys come up. But guess what, Shadows, you're up first. And remember, before I get in here, another thing, Sandman said it best is that you have the retreat button all the time. So you can retreat, change lines up, and sometimes it's only one hero. One hero. Now, I'm going to start out with Chaplain, Manipulator, Ninja, Turtle Fighter, Evil Rabbit. Now, you watch. I will not use any user skills. These guys on first level will be able to beat this team down for Shadow, even Shadow's team. So the main objective here is to get as many guys up as you can with your user skills ready to use, like Ninja is now. And see, and don't worry about Evil Rabbit going down. See, and it's that quick. And look at all the user skills. You got them at least started or all the way up there. When they get into battle, they'll be able to release quickly. So we're just going to keep going on, you know. Like I said, in my first few ones, I battle the guys I need to battle with, build them up. And, you know, I mean, I can keep talking a little bit here and there, but basically we're just going to play up. I'm going to give you tips and You just watch how I do the Crusade. Watch how I work in to get these heroes, these user skills up on the heroes. All right, let me see. While I'm talking, I got to concentrate too as well, who I want next. Let me see here. I got him and her. And see, just get your main heroes, the ones that you want to use the most, you get them up. Now on this one, I'm going to use Ninja, watch. And you just don't use the hero skills, let him do his job, wipe it out. Let your guys build up the hero skills, the user skills, I mean. And like I said, this first one, your team should be able to handle these guys. Any level you are, this is the way that the Crusade is set up for the most part. I mean, I may be wrong here, but this is how I've been doing it. I've been successful for 18 months doing this. So since I changed over, because I had issues with the Crusade as well, and that's why I'm doing this video, to show you how to fight and go to the 15 all the time. And when we get up later on, you'll see what I'm talking about using your user skills and timing and everything like that. And you guys that are veterans, I understand you are veterans, but maybe for the younger guys, I mean younger guys, not younger, but the ones that are younger and the heroes, like, you know, ones starting out or in level 80s, maybe, excuse me, maybe they need to see, I'm chewing on gum, so maybe they need to see this, so, you know, and we'll just see where it goes from there. Hopefully it could help people. All right, this one I want to use him, and back up. We'll use Demon Sash and we'll get her ready. Trying to get all my reds ready first, maybe a couple orange 2s. And see, Chaplain's ready to heal. Don't really need no healing yet. We'll probably need it in a few more boards. Ninja, don't worry too much about him if you have him build up. Now, see how he just took a hit there? That's why you need to get Ninja, like, ready. Try to keep his user skill up as much as you can doing this. But, again, the boards are not that hard. I mean, they're made to be not that hard. All right, so Demon Assassin's a little down, but you got to use your skill up. I mean, you're getting the general idea. You know, these guys are going to come in handy later on if you need them. And that's what the point you're doing. You're trying to build a cachet, so we get rid of them. And I move to my next guys, which one I'll do Depth's Voice, and I will do her. I will do Hidden Needle. And them two together, for me, just for me, they work really good together. I know they're original heroes. I mean, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And again, just attack it back and wipe them all out, front to back. These are your easy levels. I mean, for anybody, you know. Now, if you want, you could refuel Hidden Needle. I would say, because Chaps will. If you got your Chaps build up, she'll replenish. You know, in no time. By the next battle. But as long as you have Ninja, one of the two build up, you want to try to have either Ninja or Chaplain build up. So, in the user skill meaning, not build up in the game. You could, wherever you have them, I'm saying in the user skill. See, because now Chaps has got to replenish here to do her job. So Ninja will hold him off while she replenishes. And, you know, and again, you're just trying to put in heroes, get them filled up. You know, get them on their way, and, you know, it's pretty straightforward what I'm doing. Let's see, now this one I just start picking at random pretty much, because I got the ones that I wanted build up. Like, I got a cachet of the ones I want to build up, or a pool of the ones I wanted to build up first. Now I'm going to just go and build some ones up. Try to build your ones that fall over faster, like him down here, so you don't take too much of a beating. But if you can get one hit out of, like, Imperial Executioner, because he falls over fast now. Certain heroes, they just go, like, before the battle even starts. Like, he took a hit already, and he's dropping down. I'm disappointed that they nerfed him. Not in the sense of the power, just some of the heroes they nerf in the sense of being able to take hits. See, now, if I leave this, they should be able to beat these two guys down without my help. Without putting any user skills on. And this is a little bit of what's going to happen later on in the Crusade of what I'm going to do, is how I'm going to do this, is that you just let the guys beat them down, and don't use your user skills until you have to. Don't use your user skills until the yellow line, until you need to beat the team with it. You know, there's no reason, because then the next team, if you get like this 92 team, say they give me a problem, well, I can come in and I could just knock them right out the box. I could just knock them right off the board with all my user skills right off the bat, and then weaken them. So, you know, strategy, it's timing. It's everything. Let's put these two cats in, and we'll put Dwarfy up front, charge him up, charge them up. So, Ninja's ready to go. Chaps is ready to go. So we'll see how much damage he could do back there. That's pretty, with them three back there, it gives you a little bit of a problem. They can hold themselves together no matter what level they are. That's a pretty good combination back there. And see, now my Ninja's ready to die. You heal with Chaps. See, now bang. Now everything's refreshed. You know. See, that would have took them out. Now they're getting harder, but I might have to reset on this one. You know, it's trial and error as you go through it. But I knew that, seeing that setup back there, I knew they were going to give me a problem. So this ain't too bad. I got the user skills up. I only got them at half energy, but they'll be able to go in and provide the punch I need. Now, where are we at? All right, we're at 7 to 15. This is where we start getting harder. Even though it's level 93, these guys are going to fight me like a level 100. So that's why, yeah, these are why my guys are getting beat up a little bit. So let me see, who do I want to put in next? I could just go like random here. So Hidden Needle's done. I mean, I got a checklist on who I do, you know. But my mental checklist is done now. I really don't need to build people. I mean, I can, but all right, let's put her in. We'll put him in, and you could put up front. We'll put what you call it up front. Where's he at? Which is not a bad hero at all once you get him built up. Looking for him. Here he is. Legendary Bear Warrior. I call him Bear Claw. He's not too bad. He holds his ground. He's mediocre. So I build a few more tanks up and try him out. But again, just Ninja's ready to go. You got Chaps back here ready to heal. Keep an eye on Ninja. He's going to need it. And there you go. See, and hopefully he could do the job for the rest of the team before you get beat up really bad. You know, and this is pretty much what I do. I mean, I just sit here, and I mean, sometimes I have to retreat and change guys out just for the strength factor of, you know, as you battle, like with Pathian and Ants could tell you, is that it doesn't matter what heroes you put together. It doesn't matter. All right, let's see. So we got him attacking in the back. He snuck back there. I have nobody to counter him, so we're just going to have to take him out, let the team take him out. But Lightbringer took it. So anyway, he can go in. He's got a quarter of an energy, but he could still go in and do the damage. I mean, what I'm aiming for is this, because I'm going to start now. What I'm aiming for is now I'm up to here, 8 of 15, which I said is probably going to be where I notice it starts getting real hard. Now I put in my main line. Like, this is one of my main lines, and I'm going to switch out certain heroes. I didn't need to charge them up because they're going to go into battle and they'll take care of this because they're strong enough at this level. Not up high, they'll get wiped out. At number 8, they can handle it. So it's like 7 or 8. You want to bring your line and get them ready, charged up. I got auto fight on. There's a reason for that. These guys can have auto fight on. You don't have to have auto fight on. In this particular case, I could use it to get a jump on a team right now. So, and that's about it. Now I want to show you, like, once you do the damage with your user skills. Now watch. I'll take the auto fight off. I'm going to let the team, look, there's 57 seconds. I'm going to let the team just beat them down because down the bottom, say, even though he's doing a number on her, now I'm going to have to get rid of him. Down the bottom, they build themselves up. They'll keep replenishing, especially if you're with a healer like Soul Hunter or Chaplain. I mean, Chaplain got activated, or Shadow Shaman, people that heal. And you save your user skill, because you'll be able to knock them out. You'll be able to give them a punch right off the bat, like when you go right in. Now I got Rose Fencer and Sorceress ready to go almost for the next battle. So watch, when I walk into the next battle, this is what you want to do. You want to get the jump on them. All right, Two-Face, level 96. You want to get the jump on them. And now this is where I would take the auto fight off. I leave these guys. And here's where I want to get the jump on them. I'll wait for Soul Hunter to charge up a little bit, if I can. They seem to have got a little bit of a jump on me. Come on, Rose. There you go. Rose Fencer. Then her. Then him. Then put the protection on. And then put his on. Now you just went down. Now your whole punch and the team's pretty much almost wiped out. That's what I mean. Like, and then just wait. There's 56 seconds left. Let them build up. And don't use them right off the bat, or don't click them. See what your team can do. See how bad your team gets beat up, or if you're able to just sustain the damage to them. And now, look, I got 2 user skills ready to go into the next match. There you go. So now I got 2 and almost all the guys ready for the next match. So, and we're just going to keep walking up, and I'm going to keep doing this over and over again. Now if it gets a little tough, here we go. Now Scott. Now here we go. I'm sorry, Pathian Scott. That's Pathian's real name. I call him that by habit, so I don't know how much of the guild he wants you to know that his real name's that. But anyways, I got to handle him differently. He's got to get like totally annihilated right off the bat. And Ants, when I reach him, I got to play them a little different, which you're going to have to. Certain guys you're going to see in the Crusade, you're going to have to play them different. Now, how I got to play these 2 guys is because they're very powerful. They're very strength. They're really, really good for their size for where they're at in the Crusade. So I got to knock them out the box quick, like this. Right out of the box. I got to knock this Pathian right out. Because if not, his team will beat my team at this level, this team right here. So I have to do that, like, immediately just stomp all over him. If I don't have these user skills charged up with him, he will beat me. And that's, that's because he really knows how to build his teams up. He's got the right guys in there. Ants is the same way. Wait do you see when we get to Ants. Ants got a crazy team as well. Now I'm going to let them try to finish these guys off. See, user skills ready to go. Let's see what he does, and, let's see how they respond, if they can keep going or... All right, there you go. So... But yeah, that's Pathian's team, and that's how I gotta beat it. Certain teams, you'll get a knack for them after you fight them a few times. Certain heroes got to go in. Ex-guildmate, Mega Man. How I want to beat him, I think we'll send in just the regular line. Either way, his line is not good. It's okay, but we're going to get into another segment of building heroes. I don't want to get into it now, but I'm going to show you about promoting heroes, when to promote them. Basically, all my heroes got all their gear and they're enchanted. I mean, while I'm touching on it, I'm not going to get into it. You should not promote your heroes. I don't think you should promote your heroes until you have all 6 gears for the next promotion. So if you're orange and you want to go to orange 1, you should have all 6 gears to fill in orange 1. And I'm going to show you that in another video why. And it's just when you see the video and you see how the heroes react and everything, I want to do a video about heroes, like how they work in the technical end of it. Even though I can't fight for crap right now, I'm still learning, but, and see, look, 42 seconds, and I'm still just working on his dwarf, haven't used any user skills. Just see how much your team can beat one guy down without user skills. You're not in a race here, you got a timer, you just don't want to time over and lose your guys. And then, all right, now, look. See, now we get into 1 or 2, 12 to 15. This is where your real hard guys are at. Now, I got all my guys ready to go in and punch this person right out. So now, we go in, and Rose Fencer, Sorceress, and do it in a pattern. And put my shield up, protect everybody, and then do him. And we'll see what happens. If it starts getting sticky, I'll put it on auto fight, let them cycle through it again on the computer's way of getting it off, not mine, because it's even no matter how much you play it, it's still fast. We're going to have to take more of them out. So we use Rose Fencer again. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tough line. I don't know if Chaps, I've been paying attention to some other things. I didn't see if Chaps healed them yet. I doubt it, but if they did, all right, so there we go. Lightbringer away. All right. It looks like they're going to really do a number on me, huh? Been talking too much, not paying attention to battle. I might have to come in and fight him. I might have to change one guy out, and we'll see. And this is where we're talking about, one guy. All right. I might have enough to do them in. I might not. I'm down to 17 seconds. I got him. There you go. See, I wait until like 5 seconds, and then I'll reset it if I got to, if I want to time out. Just pay attention. See, that's one of the reasons why I don't play on 36 steps, boys. Nice. That's why I don't play on 2 or 4 times, because your timing's off. I mean, mine is anyway. All right, so pretty straightforward. No GT heroes, no crazy heroes. He's out. Rose Fencer. See, that's why you want to try to power up. Now I got guys scattered. I might have to fight a little bit to get them built up. But it's all normal heroes, so I'm catching a little bit of a break right now. Yeah, so That's it. And like I said, Sandman, he said it best where he said you had to retreat and you could change one guy out and one guy will do it. Like with just when I fought Pathian, I had to change one guy out. I would never beat him with Cleric in there. I had to put Steel Champion in there and I had to get the jump on him because he will beat my teams. He does beat my teams, and that's, I learned to work around him, and I'm not paying attention. Look. So I'm getting beat up pretty bad because I'm talking to you guys. I lost Rose Fencer. I think I might just leave him lost. Because I can put what's-his-face, and I can put a couple different guys in with this line. It's no big deal. They beat him down, which I think they're going to. And sometimes you get a death of a guy, like a hero, and then it eases up on the next level. It's just looking to take one of your heroes away, So there you go. So now I'm going into the last round, or is it the last round? Maybe, I don't know, 14 or 15, 15 or 15. No, going into 14 or 15, which is pretty hard. That is Mega Man's buddy. He knows how to fight really well, too. He's got some really good lineups, but he uses a lot. He's a higher pay-to-play guy, so he uses a lot of the heroes that are, given out. So I could put him in. Maybe we'll wreck him. Maybe I might have to retreat, put chaps in, and heal everybody real quick. We'll see, but this is what you do. You work them out. So, and here we go. We got user skills ready. This is an example bringing him in. Steel Champion ready to put the punch on. Now, look. Here you go. See, now I got to jump on his team and then shield my guys. And again, it's whatever your strong line is. You know your strong line, like, and how to fight with it and the timing and, get aligned with the timing. Your younger guys, your guys that are lower levels, ones that work really well in the Crusade right now for you is the Phoenix and Chaplain line. Like when you have Phoenix blinking yellow, Phoenix blinking yellow and Chaplain, you let them charge up, and then you discharge Phoenix and let him discharge all the way down, and you hit Chaplain, and she'll feed him for extra boost, and he does a lot of damage like that if you build him up. So that's a hint for you guys that are down there below the 80s level. I know you just don't have a lot of heroes to work with yet. I mean, I was there. I started this game at level 1. I got Admiral as my first hero. I've been playing this game for almost 4 years, so I totally been where you guys are at. Now we're at the 15 of 15, and we might have a little bit of a battle, but we'll see. And for the most part, let them charge up, and we'll see where we go from here with it. But and that's pretty much it. I mean, you watch me do my whole Crusade. This is every day. I got no problem. And you see, I didn't have to use a lot of the other guys with the user skills. I use the main line. But if this line dies, then I have a bunch of backups with user skills ready to come in and ready to just hit the other team with user skills. And if you need to, you could use them one board at a time. Build lines up and use them one board at a time and do that. Now this one I'm just going to put on auto fight now because these should have these guys handled. So this is the last match. It just goes on auto fight. He should really just beat this guy down and call it a day. So, and that's the Crusade. I mean, this is it. Like I said, I showed Companion. She does it every day like this, and pretty much she makes it to the end all the time. I mean, every once in a while she has a hard guy and she makes it to 14 or 15, and she's just got a little bit of heroes right now. She's still building the heroes up, but that's it. I mean, that's it. I hope it helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I'm going to be doing more videos for you, so I hope my input helped you out. Maybe you could take bits and pieces of what I use, incorporate them, put them into what you're doing. Maybe it gave you a different angle on it. And again, I'm going to say at the end, my way is not the right way. It's just a way that works for me and works for the game. So there's many different ways of doing it. I just wanted to show, just show you how I do it. But I make it to 15 of 15 every day. And with your main lines, you should be able to. And if you cache or you build up, stockpile a bunch of heroes that are strong enough to go in and do some damage, then when you hit the impossible, I call them the impossible roadblocks because I've had them, then you can go in and what's your call? You go in there. Here, another trick you could do too on the side note is if you run into a roadblock and they wipe you out and they didn't discharge their discharge their user skills yet, the order yellow because you're going to be fighting them. Send in, I call it a dummy line, which is I'll send in all low-level, unbuilt up heroes as long as they can go in, or like purples or whatever I have, and I let them discharge all their user skills on them and let them just drop. They'll drop in like 4 or 5 seconds. Then you send in your other line with your user skills ready, and then you hit them back. So that's another way of doing it. I didn't show you that in here because I don't have to do it like that no more, but that's another way. But that's one way I showed Companion a long time ago. I used to win the Crusade by quote-unquote default, which, Aki D comes over, who plays is a friend of mine. He used to laugh and say default. I used to show him I had so many heroes built up by the end that I'd win it by default. There's sometimes, and I'm not going to go on, there's just sometimes it's funny with this last board, you could ask Companion, I would use 40 or 50 heroes before I was done because I was that weak. I just had all purple +4 heroes, and I was fighting orange guys at that time, and they were just killing me. So I would have to literally send like 5 lines or 10 lines of 5 in to beat the last board, just beat them down until they were done. So, that's one of the reasons why I showed you this. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps you out. I'm closing this out, and thank you very much. And hope to talk to you in the guild, Time Lords, and talk to anybody on the game, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.